we are. First review of or reading of flat Earth proofs in what, a month and a half, something like that. And Surrender Monkey was apparently very excited for this. Hello, Surrender Monkey. I also noticed, and it's kind of a shame that YouTube won't let me show negative thumbs down votes versus thumbs up, because even before the first side comment on this stream or anything, it had 2 downvotes. I think that's some sort of record. I think that means my little channel here has finally begun to arrive and begun to hit the big time. People are hating it without even really knowing what's going to be in a particular stream. So yay me. Make sure you guys keep downvoting if that's what you feel like doing. But if you want to give it a thumbs up, that's certainly also acceptable if you feel so inclined. Actually, it doesn't really matter one way or the other to me. I'm just here to have fun. And when I stop having fun, I will stop goofing around on YouTube. So let me see what Surrender Monkey has to say here. Let's see. First, he says, hurry the fuck up, Steve Miller. The Earth isn't flat. Oh, no, I think I just ruined my stream's monetization by dropping an F-bomb in the first 2 minutes. Oh, well. Oh, no. How terrible. Oh, woe is me. But hey, at least I'm not in jail. Let's see. Surrender Monkey then says, the Earth isn't flat. They beat the burden of proof. Now, what is even more interesting is the chili scam going on right now on GoFundMe and his mate, and how dates are wonky, how the GoFundMe amounts change, and yet donator names swap. So Chili is a con artist, is out to get people's money. That's about as big news as the Earth isn't flat. The Earth is in fact a globe. Let's see. He's not stopping because I don't stop until my live dual stream earning an inmate's income for crime is stopped again. That would be Mr. DeCastro rather than Surrender Monkey. Although Surrender Monkey, you should start your own channel, I would think, and do that. Let's see. 73 minutes still. That would explain the calls to the police that have been taking place from my neighbors and other people in the general vicinity. Let's see. Also, have you seen whoever's doing fundraising called the 1A community, the A1 community? Oh. Aha, I caught you reading time for jail. Maybe. I don't know what that means, but yes, you did. But speaking of reading, I should probably move on to the main event. Although Surrender Monkey thinks Chilito is the main event, well, he'll be the main event maybe later. Maybe we'll circle back to Chilito. I have found a song, though, I think you will love, Surrender Monkey, with the recommendations given me. So I'll play that when my brain starts hurting from the involved science and wisdom that William Carpenter has to offer in his 100 Proofs. I'll play that song, so stick around for that, please, because I am sure you will love it. It may or may not have, well, no, I won't reveal too much about it, but yeah, I'll play that and make sure that the stream cannot be monetized like so many others that I put together. Okay, let's see. I first move things around a bit on the monitor so I can properly get things up for people to look at. So I am Okay, that's no good. That's the opposite of what I wanted to have happen. Okay, let's get out of that. This is high quality YouTubing, in case you're wondering what you are watching. This is me walking in the door 3 minutes before I'm supposed to come on live, and then preparing. Think I'll go back to scheduling these at 11:30, 11:45, because that will probably work better. As far as me being a little more organized by the time launch time comes. Okay, so present, share screen. What's this? That we can close, I think, safely. Alrighty, so I will just go ahead and do this as simple as possible, and just share the entire screen and share system audio for later and share. Okay, so there we have the 100 proofs. Oops, be careful, sharing audio. If you have a guest, they will hear themselves. You're sharing everything you hear, including their voice. Oh, okay. Well, let me know if you guys start hearing an echo, because then I will have to go in and sort of rearrange how I set this up. Oh, you can just skip ahead, Liz. You haven't missed anything. Just me reading Surrender Monkey's chats. Hi, Cap. How are you doing? Okay. Surrender Monkey saying that I am saying he is saying over 1,000 years ago. Oh, wait. Over a year ago, he set up the GoFundMe with a $10,000 goal. Then 7 days ago, set up another GoFundMe. Then strangely, the accounts amounts and weird shit is going on. Still, well, if you're referring to Cholito doing shady Cholito things, well, that's what Cholito does. That's that's what he does, and stupid people will be stupid people. So there you go. Let's see, where was I? And here, hello, Governor. Ficaro is here. Greetings, Governor. Okay, let's see here. All right, number 35, I believe, is what we were at when last we were looking at this collection of brilliant thoughts about and proving that the Earth is not flat. Just for a recap, William Carpenter was one of the main people involved in spreading parallaxes, ideas of, and proofs for that the Earth was flat, and astronomers were just making up shit. He published his books, he distributed his books, and he was himself a true believer in the whole flat Earth thing. And after Parallax passed away, William Carpenter wrote this treatise, among others, as a response to scientists who were still lying about the Earth being flat, or lying about the Earth being round instead of the obvious thing that the Earth is flat. The phone call tonight, I guess I haven't heard that phone call yet. I guess I'll have to go back and take a look at it. But Mr. Carpenter says, if we examine a true picture of the distant horizon, or the thing itself, we shall find that it coincides exactly with a perfectly straight and level line. Now, since there should be nothing of the kind on a globe, and we find it to be the case all over the Earth, it is proof that the Earth is not a globe. Well, again, I have to go back to my my reasoning for how the Earth has got to be a globe that he doesn't seem to take into account in any way, shape, or form. First point is we are tiny. We are tiny. The Earth is big, and we are so tiny that we're seeing just a segment, and that segment will look flat to us as if it's far enough removed. So that's thing number one. Thing number two, he doesn't go high enough up to take a look. Maybe he couldn't go high enough to take a look. He actually couldn't in 18 whatever. Well, you just lost a bunch of votes there, Fikaru. Well, you probably have my vote, but there are others who definitely will not vote for you. I wish I knew who downvoted this stream before you even started, whether they were flat earthers or what do they call them, globers? I think they call them globers, yeah. Whether they're flat earthers or globers. Because that would have been good to know who which fanatics come here ahead of time. And vote on a stream that hasn't even happened yet. Bizarre. Okay, so pictures of the horizon. So I pulled some up. And here are pictures of the horizon. Yeah, it looks pretty flat. So maybe he has a point. Because, yeah, if you're at sea level, the horizon is perfectly flat. It's kind of like if you're in Australia. Remember last time I did this? We were looking at pictures from Australia, and Australia being the questionable location that it is, can also be taken as proof that the Earth is flat because the horizon line was perfectly flat as we were looking at Australia. But what happens if we look at it from a plane? Is it still perfectly straight? Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, wait, hang on. That doesn't look perfectly straight, does it? Let's see. No, it looks like it has a slight curve to it. Because you get high enough up and get enough of a distance going on, you see, oh my gosh, you see a curve. Can that possibly be? Or are they trying to convince us all that the Earth is not flat? Well, yeah, she's clearly a paid government, clearly a paid disinformation purveyor from them, faking us all out with the whole Australia is real thing. But if Australia was real, it's also proof the Earth is flat. So take that as you will. Do we have any other pictures with some curvature to the Earth? Let's see. They must certainly have forged more than just one picture, right? Let's see if this one here. White clouds and Earth. Premium sunrise photo. Let's see what this is. Okay. Well, the horizon looks kind of flat there. So, yeah, maybe. Maybe it's all fake. Well, let's see what we have here. Well, there we see a slight curve. So it's not perfectly straight up here, wherever this is. Oh, that is true. I guess that we take that as proof that Australia does exist. Because there wouldn't be kangaroo courts otherwise. So I'm going to just go ahead and let's see. Let's say that Mr. Carpenter just never got high enough up to notice that to notice that there is indeed a curve to the horizon. Let's see. All right, this is Oh, these are computer generated images, so those are no good. Let's see. How curved is the Earth? So I think this probably, well, actually, this kind of shows one of the things I've been saying. Should be pretty easy to show whether the Earth is round or curved using lasers. Lasers and drones, you need thousands of them, but you just make sure they're all lined up perfectly straight, regardless of what the ground is. You use drones themselves as the way to make a straight line, and then you'll be able to see whether, do it over, like, I don't know, some really flat place, Utah, Gobi Desert, I don't know, and see if the Earth is, the Earth curves. But again, we're tiny. The Earth is big, so maybe that's not even a feasible approach. I'm sure someone must have tried it. Such an obvious thing to try. Let's see. Oh, right here. This is one of those things that I keep saying when I look out windows in downtown Seattle, I see things vanish over the horizon. How are these windmills? If the Earth is flat, why are these windmills poking up over the horizon? How is that even possible? It's flat. That shouldn't be happening. And yet, there it is. All right, next proof. All right, that was 35. Because those were true pictures of the horizon, and we had curves, we had no curves. Okay, so here we go with Chesapeake Bay again. We're taking a night journey on Chesapeake Bay. We see a light exhibited at Sharp's Island for an hour before the steamer gets to it. We may take up a position on the deck, on the rail, so the vessel will be in line with the light and the line of sight. And we shall find that the whole journey the light will not vary the slightest degree in its apparent elevation. But I guess I have to know what light he's referring to, because it's on Sharp's Island. I guess that must be a lighthouse. Well, I'll have to go out and take a trip on a boat to see, because right now, in my mind's eye, I'm actually seeing, as you get closer, it would move up. I guess I have to know what light he's referring to. If anyone knows anything about Chesapeake Bay, maybe you can clarify. So let's see. He claims the light will not vary at all, no matter how far you travel. Oh, this is the wrong proof. I scrolled too far. Let's see. Make up position on the deck. And we find the whole journey the light will not vary in the slightest. Okay, he can't be referring to the light off of a lighthouse or a structure. It's got to be what? The sunset? Stars? Reflection of the sun and the moon off the sea? What light? I guess, well, let's try this. Basically, he's saying that that the 13-mile curvature, he says that's not true. And that's proof that, see, there we have, it looks like to be a curvature of the Earth, assuming it's a real picture. Here we have horizon of the Earth from way up and way out. So yeah, plenty of curves. But let's see. Chesapeake Bay horizon at night. Let's see, there's pictures of that. Okay, so here we have pictures of Chesapeake Bay at night. Chesapeake Bay is wet. Oh yeah, that's about all the knowledge I have. So here, there we go. Chesapeake Bay horizon at night. What lights could he be referring to? Chesapeake Bay sunset glow, maybe? That must be it. I guess we'll have to journey to Chesapeake Bay to figure out, because he goes on to say that, say, a distance of 13 miles has been traveled. The astronomer's theory of, quote, curvature demands a difference one way or the other. I mean, the apparent elevation of the light of 112 feet 8 inches. Again, I'm thinking once again, I have to fall back on he's not taking scale into account here. Water of Chesapeake Bay is not curved, which is proof that the Earth is not a globe. Well, the light is not at the level of the water. That would be where he's failing here. Well, all of them, Surrender Monkey, because they seem so obviously flawed. And I guess my answer to his repeated "the Earth is not a globe" claim is that he's not taking the scale into account. He's not getting high enough up to look at the pictures that I was showing. And it seemed to me he was being willfully ignorant of navigation at sea with some of his quote proofs. So everything has me confused, Render Monkey. Because part of me is looking at some of these and thinking, how could someone even in 1880 whatever buy into some of this? Okay, so number 37. Leaving Chesapeake Bay, I think. If the Earth were a globe, there would very likely be 6 months day and 6 months night at the Arctic and Antarctic regions, as astronomers dare to assert there is. For their theory demands it, but as this fact, the 6 month day and 6 month night, is nowhere to be found. But in the Arctic regions, it agrees perfectly with everything else that we know about the Earth as a plane. So how would there be 6 months of, well, I guess, how is there even a South Pole in the flat Earth model? And they got that stupid ice wall, so there shouldn't be a South Pole. Okay, here we go. I'm assuming this must be the novel, the model he's referring to. I don't see how this shows that there are 6 months of okay, I'm gonna just call bullshit and move on from that one because, again, my tiny brain, dunce, I can't. Any flat earthers are welcome to make themselves known and explain that to me because I don't see how it proves or disproves anything. It just seems like a paragraph of nonsense. Okay, 38. Maybe I'm going to give up on this because I'm not feeling more enlightened or understanding. I'm just feeling that this is more nonsensical than I ever really imagined. Prepping dog food and babysitting plates. Okay, fair enough. Let's see. 38. When the sun crosses the equator in March and begins to circle round the heavens in the north latitude, the inhabitants of high northern latitudes see him skimming round their horizon and forming the break of their long day. So it goes back to the, yeah, well, I mean, it's that is accurate, I guess. So it goes on horizontal course, not disappearing again for 6 months as he rises higher and higher in the heavens, whilst he makes his 24-hour circle until June, when he begins to descend and goes on until he disappears beyond the horizon in September. Thus, in the northern regions, they have that which the travelers call the midnight sun. So you see, as he sees that luminary at a time when in more southern latitudes it's always midnight. Midnight, I guess, being dark. So for 1.5 years, he may see. So for 1.5 years, we may see for ourselves the sun making horizontal circles around the heavens. It is presumptive evidence that for the other half of the year, he is doing the same, although beyond the boundary of our vision. This being a proof that the earth is a plane, it's therefore proof that the earth is not a globe. Okay, I'm trying to picture this. So you've got Canada and Norway and all Russia or Siberia, right? All these places above the Arctic Circle. Well, hell, here in Washington State, we got long summers and long days during the summer and really short days during the winter. How does that prove the earth is flat? I mean, if the earth is flat and the sun is just circling around it, I mean, does the sun go around in the sky like I showed, or is it like the old time flat earthers believe, where the sun literally sets, it goes under the earth and then comes up the other side under the flat earth? But that still doesn't explain the northern hemisphere. Or well, the surrender monkey, the part that I find surprising is that there are at least a couple individual people who seem otherwise intelligent and who aren't peddling books or running YouTube channels for trying to get ad revenue and clicks and views, um, who subscribe to this flat Earth nonsense, and they're not doing it. They're not doing it for the laughs. They're doing it because they're sincere. Hell, they're not even on YouTube. So the ones I'm actually thinking of. And then there is Sovereign Soul. He seems like an intelligent enough guy in some ways, but he also seems that he sincerely buys into the flat Earth. So I don't understand how educated people can buy into this sort of thing. I think I actually saw some explanations of that, and it was gobbledygook. I'll have to find it. I don't. They try to explain it. They try to explain it. I mean, it's the whole thing with the Earth can't be round because things would fall off the bottom. So much like they seem to not accept the sort of the theory of gravity and objects and things in motion and all that. They don't seem to believe that North and South exist. In fact, well, Carpenter actually doesn't seem to believe that North and South exist. He thinks we're all just traveling in a big circle, and that South is just sort of a made up thing. And that seems to be other stuff that I've seen a bunch of other flat earthers kind of lay claim to. That the South Pole, there is no South Pole. There's just a giant ice wall beyond which a secret land of milk and honey exists that they are keeping us from. But there's never, well, if someone has given a reason for why the land of milk and honey is such a big secret, they haven't shared that. And you'd think after all of this time, somebody would have been either mad enough or been paid enough, they would reveal it. Well, yeah, I don't know. Don't mention tectonic plates. Well, maybe tectonic plates, maybe they play into the flat Earth theory. Maybe tectonic plates, they're moving, and the flat Earth is growing, and eventually the ice wall will be pushed back far enough that the land of milk and honey will be incorporated into the Earth, and that's why it's being kept a secret. I don't know. It seems about as good a theory as some of this other nonsense. I still don't understand his proof here with the sun. 1/2 the year we may see for ourselves the sun making horizontal circles round the heavens. Does this go back to him not taking scale into account? Is that where I'm being lost here? Okay, well, I do not see this as proof that the Earth is flat, because I cannot comprehend it. Well, yeah, global warming must be if you're a flat earther, the whole global warming thing must be yet another hoax that they are perpetrating on us. Because, yeah, the giant ice wall would be melting, and the land of milk and honey would be, increasingly become visible to all of us. So they are, for some obscure reason, well, I can actually talk sensibly to the global warming conspiracy theories. I'm not going to, because that's not the topic. All right, so 39. We have an abundance of evidence that the sun moves daily round and over the Earth in circles concentric with the northern region over which hangs the North Star. But since the theory of the Earth being a globe is necessarily connected with the theory of its motion around the sun, It falls to the ground when we bring forward the evidence of which we speak, and in doing so, forms proof the earth is not a globe. Oh my. Um, okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but is Mr. Carpenter telling us here that he believes the sun is orbiting the earth? He is okay. Well, now I think I'm understanding why this makes no sense to me, because this guy appears to be, oh my gosh, am I reading this right? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Am I reading this right? There's abundant evidence that the sun moves daily round and over the earth in circles concentric with the northern region over which hangs the North Star. Okay, maybe he's not arguing that the sun is orbiting the earth, but the next phrase makes me think that he is. But since the theory of the earth being a globe is necessarily connected with the theory of its motion around the sun in a yearly orbit, it falls to the ground when we bring forward the evidence of which we speak, and in doing so, forms a proof that the earth is not a globe. Ah, wow. So, okay, he seriously, am I misreading this notion, this particular proof? Because I, even in the late 19th century, I can't believe that there was. Well, are there people now that believe that the Earth is the center of the universe and the sun is revolving around the Earth? Okay, so holy shit. Quarter of Americans convinced the sun revolves around the Earth. Oh my God. Um, yeah, you know what, guys? All I was gonna do was eat some grapes and drink some. Let's see, what did I put in this cup? I think almond milk, chocolate almond milk, both unsweetened, and then a little bit of cherry juice. And did I put some vodka in here? Yeah, I put some vodka in here. But to just prove to my greatest fan that I'm an alcoholic. Holy crap! I had no idea. 1 in 4 Americans think the sun orbits the Earth. Ah, do they believe it? Oh my God. Sorry, I find this kind of appalling. Um, but yes, the Earth is a stuffed crust pizza, and I mean that's the model we can think, because that's where the lava comes from. Okay, so in 2014, 1/4 of Americans believed that the sun revolves around the Earth. Oh my gosh! Even my cat, even Simba knows this is stupid. Um, Okay, well, again, devolves into conspiracy theory about why Americans are so stupid, or some Americans are so stupid. Um, we value entertainment over education. We reward athletic ability over intellectual ability. We use property tax to ensure that the children of the wealth. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah, I know. He's well, let's look at the actual article, Surrender Monkey, and see what it says, because this article devolves into some silliness. Okay, that's not the article. Let's go back to the original source, which is what I was first looking at. If I can. I mean, as I've said before, I was not raised in the States or educated in the States, except for my college years. So, all right, let me see if I can find that ABC article that was the top hit. Well, NPR, is NPR a good enough source? Well, here, ABC News. We'll start there. That's probably shorter. From 2014, so 10 years ago, a quarter of Americans apparently. Does the Earth go around the sun, or does the sun go around the Earth? If you answer the latter, you're among a quarter of Americans who also get it wrong, according to a report by the National Science Foundation. They surveyed 2,200 people and, quote, reveal some alarming truth about the state of science. Out of 9 of the questions, participants scored an average 6.5. I think I probably would not do well on this one. Only 39% answered correct when true when asked, the universe began with a huge explosion. You know what? That's actually one of those things where, again, not a scientist. I make no bones about the fact that both my degrees are in humanities, very, very soft humanities at that. But I think you can make an argument that we're not sure whether the universe began with a huge explosion or not. I don't know that anybody does, but how can we be sure? I think that we can't, but that's just me. 48% knew that human beings, as we know them today, developed from earlier species of animals. Well, also probably true. Actually, almost certainly true. Asked when there needed to be more government funding for science, 30% said there should be. Unfortunately, the hysteria about masking up and COVID have made people even more anti-science, which is too bad. Yeah, 2,200. That's not a large survey. Do we have the questions? I would love to see the questions. By the way, I guess we're done with Mr. Carpenter tonight. Although I think I was going to do up to 40, so I'm going to have to go back to that. Americans struggle with science. Respect scientists. Okay, well, 2,200 people were interviewed. Majority of Americans, more than 90%, say they're very interested or moderately interested in learning about new medical discoveries. I want to see the questions. Michigan State ran the survey, apparently. All right, let's see if they tell us, because I'm starting to lean toward maybe this survey isn't as fabulous as all that. Okay, so it was a chapter in a report that covers public perceptions of science. Okay, so this was a small piece of something bigger, and they're pulling out the small piece out of context, maybe. Unfortunately, Americans still have it. Yeah. Let's see. Conducted over 2 years, 2,200 people surveyed. Well, and it's apparently a 10-question survey, from what I understood. How come we can't have? How come we can't have questions? Let's see if NPR does it better. Okay, this is a repeat of the ABC article. Survey compiled from various sources. Americans seem to generally support science research and express the greatest interest in medical science discoveries. Blah blah blah. Yeah. All right, that's no good. All right. I find it really hard to wrap my mind around the fact. I don't think it can possibly be a fact that 1 in 4 Americans believe. I want to see this damn survey. See how the questions were phrased. Okay, here we go. Chapter 7 from this book, or this report that this was part of. 4 in 10 Americans cited the internet as their primary source of science and technology information in 2012, compared to about one third in. Let's see. They relied on television, has dropped. That's good news, I guess. Public knowledge about science and technology, public attitude. Where are the questions? Well, this is not very exciting. Watching me trying to find questions to a 10-year-old survey. Well, just take their word for it. 1 in 4 Americans are really, really silly people. Well, actually, let's see. Okay, how many Americans believe the Earth is flat? Only 2/3 of American millennials believe. Wait, what? Okay, so 1/3 of millennials believe the Earth is flat, according to some other mysterious survey that I probably can't find the questions for. So, okay, so the same people that believe the Earth revolves around the sun are probably included in the group that, at least these guys give us the questions of the survey that they asked. Thank you, Forbes. You're better at showing your methods than scientists, apparently. So they had 5 choices. 2% of Americans. Okay, so Americans across the bird. Oh no, I love this hunt. I just don't love doing it while streaming on YouTube because I don't know that it would be all that interesting for people. But I find this interesting. We can do an even smaller sample here. Put a 1 in the chat if you've always believed the Earth is round. Put a 2 in the chat if you always thought the world is round, but more recently have become skeptical and have doubts. We are, after all, going over proof that the Earth is not a globe, so maybe you're being enlightened. 3, I have always thought the Earth is flat, but more recently I've been skeptical, have doubts. I've always believed the Earth is flat. Other, not sure. Okay. Surrender Monkey is being a rebel, throwing his feces as usual. Yeah. I would put a 1 in the chat as well. When it comes to the real world and what we live on and how the universe is structured, yes, I believe it's a bunch of roughly round objects floating around out there. So here's something that's at least a little cheering. So most Gen Xers, which are these days would be 55 and above because we're getting old. Well, no, I guess early 50s or late 40s. But 85, 94% of Gen Xers believe that the Earth is indeed round. I guess we had better educations or something. Or we've traveled. We've been up in planes. We've been up in tall built, like Liz says. Again, my apologies to if there's a couple of younger people out there watching this, or if I have your ages wrong in my head. Let's see. 1% of 4% of Gen Xers and above once thought the world was round, but now are skeptical. I think that is called senility. Maybe that's rude, I guess, but. And then there's the 4% that have always believed the Earth is flat. But 18 to 24-year-old. Hey, okay, people, cast your mind back to when you were a teenager in the early 20s. If somebody was doing a survey, they come up to you and ask, "Do you believe the Earth is round or flat?" Would you answer, "I've always believed the Earth is round," or would you, because it seems like a joke, always believe the Earth was flat? Although, again, it's a minority. But looking at these numbers, it is a little bit, it's a little bit disheartening that the number is going down as people get younger, because people people put sticks in the ground and they were able to figure out that the earth is not flat, and that's all that they had to work with. Well, yeah, but somebody like William Carpenter was a true believer. I Again, unless he is really dedicated to the bit, Sovereign Soul, Unchained Mind seems to be a true believer. Oh, is the argument, Cap, that they phased out a bunch of bad chemicals? Playgrounds no longer have children spinning themselves on metal plates until one goes flying off onto the hard concrete. They don't have metal monkey bars on hard concrete anymore. So, as the weak and stupid survive, intelligence is dropping across the board. Is that the argument here? Yeah. Although I even hear there's a couple of teachers that I know who are very irritated at the continued lowering of standards that they've seen as in their over the course of their career. That instead of, well, anyhow, I'm not going to that rant, but I don't want to out anybody, but yeah, a couple of teachers that I know are prone to being very hostile toward some of the modern ideas of education. Well, and there's one who is kind of ambivalent, sees good, sees bad. But anyhow, well, that could be Surrender Monkey. I'm just not seeing enough sensibleness in well, at least in Carpenter's argument, other arguments I've seen, for me to have anything to latch onto to the point where I can agree. Like, I'm going to wrap up this number 40, so I get to the goal I stated for this stream. After that long detour through looking into whether people believe the sun orbits the Earth. Oh my gosh! But I'm convinced that one or the other is a subgroup. Flat Earthers probably believe the sun orbits around the Earth, or those that believe the Earth orbits around the sun may, probably. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'm losing my train of thought here. A lot of late adapters don't like change, so they avoid change till the very end. Well, changes such as lowering, passing standards, or those are not good changes, especially not in sort of math and science classes, I would think. God knows I want the person who's designing bridges and buildings to understand math and physics. So I'm not driving across a bridge and the breeze gets a little strong, and then there goes the bridge flying off its pylons, and I'm in my car falling into the river or the bay. It'd have to be a long bridge for what I'm describing. would happen. But I guess even back in the good old days, people, had errors in design or underestimated strength of nature. But number 40, Suez Canal, which joins the Red Sea with the Mediterranean, is about 100 miles long. It forms a straight and level surface of water from one end to the other, and no, quote, allowance for any supposed curvature is made in its construction. It is clear proof that the Earth is not a globe. No, it's clear proof that we are tiny and the Earth is big, and I think that this actually, I think, is because I've seen this argument come up with flat earthers a lot. They like to use, not a lot, I've seen it come up, that they like to use those levelers with the water with a little air bubble in it that, hey, I might actually have one right here. No, I do not. Well, next time I'll have to have the leveler here. That levelers can be used to prove that the Earth is not a globe, and that seems to be what he's kind of arguing here. That he's repeating the same argument presented in. I think this is the third variation of his. Look at water. Water's flat. Therefore, the Earth must be flat. So I'll just keep making my argument. We're tiny. Earth is big. We don't perceive the curve because we're not high enough up. Well, and plus, water doesn't water always just I'm not even going to try. You have a couple of teachers in the family. They are hard to deal with. They actually are a hindrance education because it's either the way they were taught or how they've taught, period. Well, yeah, okay, I guess I can see that. Well, okay, these teachers are different than the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who do update their credentials. They do go to various conferences and meetings. At least one of them, two of them, have written a couple of books about education. And at least, again, one of them also he's very much in love with just research and learning himself. So I'm pretty sure that they're not like the teachers in your family. Maybe again, it's get off my lawn, you damn kids philosophy, maybe that. I mean, personally, my bugaboo is the seeming decrease in civics and arts instruction, but that's because I'm all about the soft sciences, the social sciences, the arts, the entertainment. I guess I'm the problem that they were referring to. That's why Americans don't like science. It's all about the entertainment. Yet people kept throwing Bill Nye the Science Guy in my face whenever I would be griping about some of the extreme positions on COVID protocols a couple of years ago. that might be part of the problem. Yeah, I know. It's actually pretty pretty horrifying when it's phrased that way, Surrender Monkey. Um, okay, well, I'm at number 40 of the proofs. I don't feel any more enlightened. Oh, 41 keeps going on about canal construction. So let me actually try something else here. In memory of Chilito, this is all Google research. So since he's no longer here to do it. Oh, speaking of Chilito, there was a lot of claims going around that his website got taken down. Either it came right up, or the reports of its demise were much exaggerated, because I got to it without absolutely no issue the other day. Suez. Let's see. What is the Suez Canal considered to be? Sea level variation among the Suez Canal. So let's see if this, oh, for God's sakes, paywall again? Oh no, just cookies. Okay, yeah, whatever. That variation of sea level at 11 stations distributed along the Suez Canal was studied during a period from 1980 to 86. Okay, it's about 100 years after our buddy Mr. Carpenter was writing, if memory serves. The ranges in variation in daily mean sea level at Port Said and Port Tawfik are about 60 and 120 centimeters respectively. Let's see the fluctuations between the two ends of the Suez Canal. All right, so yeah, there's no. Well, he does not address it, the curvature of the Earth or the flatitude of the Earth, because, well, it's stupid. I guess. Let's see. Although, hang on, I take that back. Because at Port Said, there is a difference in the sea levels between those two locations. I think, if I'm reading this right. The mean sea level at Port Tawfik is higher than that at Port Said, with the maximum difference in March. Okay. I think this guy proved that the Earth is a globe, if I'm reading this right. No, I don't think so, but I haven't checked in a couple of days. Oh, there it is in all its glory. The craptacular. Website of Delete Laws. Oh, we got a March 14 by Cholito de Castro. Who is this guy? I see him on Stone Vet's channel going, that chick has balls. Visit blog. Female cops escalate every situation. No, they don't, you dumbass. Hey, we can become an affiliate of Cholito's website. Anyone want to be an affiliate of Cholito? Now that we've totally switched topics here. Become an affiliate. Ooh. Join our affiliate program and earn commission on each successful sale or new customer you sign up. Apply today and start earning. Can I recommend against doing this? Please don't do this, anybody. If you're out there within the view of my face and sound of my voice, don't do this. You'll regret it. He can't even ship on time direct. So what do you think he's going to do for affiliates? Even if he wasn't in jail. Oh no, am I going to get sued now for saying bad things about Cholito? Let's see. Either bet he'll either he will lose 0 subs because they are bots, or all because you stop paying. Do you have to? I know nothing about buying subs. Maybe I should. They're fun to ride around in. The other kind of subs might be good for YouTube channel. I don't know, but once you buy the subs, aren't they yours? They're just kind of sitting there on your account forever. Do you have to like resubscribe? Is it like channel memberships? Yeah, don't become an affiliate, anybody. Don't be stupid. Okay, the mission statement is just as okay, this is the same crap that was here a year ago. Hasn't even bothered fixing the bad the bad typography on this page. God. Digital detainment, Jesus Christ. Yeah, pretty much Surrender Monkey. And all you're going to have are pissed off customers because, as I said, he can't even ship for himself, let alone affiliates. Of course, I shouldn't mock his website or his merch, because certainly my merch is the only phone call I'm aware of is that one where he was talking with a Sovsit True Believer and a Cholito True Believer, where he was trying to sound all whispery and dramatic. So I don't know if there have been others. Kat made a reference earlier that there had been, but I haven't had it. I haven't had a chance to look at it. Oh yeah, he's walking, talking proof that none of what he preaches has any foundation in any reality that any of us exist in. He doesn't even follow his own advice. I mean, he's sitting there, oh yes, assume the touchdown position and have your phone in one hand and your phone in your lap and give the piggy your trifold and all that, whatever else that he blathers on about. And he never, at least none of the traffic stops I've seen has he done that in. In fact, he keeps showing himself too stupid to even come across as the supposed law scholar that he pretends to be. A law scholar would know, don't argue with the cops by the side of the road. Take the illegitimate ticket. Take it to court. A judge will toss it. So people could be in trouble. Nevada's wiretapping and recording laws are strict when it comes to telephone transmissions. Well, I know the one call was definitely basically a phone interview. So I don't think there would be any. I don't think our boy Cholito would get any more trouble than he already is. Well, how do you want to bet that? How do you want to bet? How much you want to bet that he will start relaying stories that have eerie similarities to whatever happened on that television show? Was it one of those shows where they have like an undercover inmate in there, or they are there's a camera crew and they're interviewing inmates, but among them there's a plant? Is that the show? I haven't seen it. I've had some of my coworkers say very good things about it. Again, one of the many things. Really? So you can't do jailhouse interviews according to Nevada law? Again, I have not bothered looking into it. I just find that surprising. Well, plus all jailhouse calls are being recorded except they're to lawyers. Those are in-person recordings. 60 Days In. Yeah, that's the show. 60 Days In. That's the show people have said good things about where I work. I'm not even going to bother adding it to the list of things that I will never get around to watching because too much stuff. Let's see. Speaking of too much stuff, I probably should start leaning toward wrapping this up in about 10 minutes. Because I actually have a couple of projects I have not done enough work on yet today, so I need to put a couple hours aside for that. But let's see. Chili does ask if being recorded and to make sure it gets posted to the channel at the beginning. Yeah, I also actually heard something in so the one guy that he was talking to, that the one interview that I've seen, um, actually asked the guy to go on his to post on his channel and to so the guy must have access to Toledo's channel somehow. If he's given him access, I guess. Well, yeah, of course they do. I mean, after the fact, they get, they people have to agree to be on the show. That's actually the thing that has just I do not understand why people who well, no, I do understand. Normal people have better things to do than fight with frauditors and the likes of Chilito. Um, because he can't make little films with people's likenesses without their consent. When he's doing it for money, for profit, I don't think he can do it without their consent. Um, and that right there should be the end of a lot of these jackasses in their videos. But I guess real people, normal people, don't want the expense and hassle of shutting these jackasses down. Well, yeah. I mean, is this the one where he talks about how his quote business model was going live a couple of times a week for the ad revenue? Well, and the infomercials for his shitty products. Um, if that's the interview, then at least to me, that seemed very telling. And it goes back to he's a pretend civil rights activist, he's a pretend scholar, he's a pretend educator. Self-aggrandizement and money is really what motivates him. Okay, whatever that is, I have not seen it. So give me a channel name or a link so I can check it out. Oh, but remember I said I had I'd found a song that Surrender Monkey might appreciate, or it might be too shocking even for him. The sort of thing that I will. No, I'll wait till after it if there's anybody left in the stream. After I play it, let's stop share the screen. Let's go to YouTube. And the song actually works because boobs have been a theme in several streams on this channel, and this song is actually entitled "Boobs." It's the latest from a band called Little Big. I think I've shown a couple of their videos before on the channel because I actually enjoy them very much. And so I like sharing their stuff. They're from Russia, but apparently they got the heck out of Russia a year and a half or so ago, partly because of Putin and the war that's going on. And so let's see, Little Big. This might, we'll have to see whether the stream survives this. I don't know how strict Little Big and their representatives are. Oh, this is the lawyer thing about the $25,000 increase to 25,000. Somebody threw. Again, I'm not sure where, but it was a yeah, and he was talking about how he was finding some great appellate attorney that he already had him identified and was going to hire him. I think, again, this is just me, but part of me is thinking that any attorney that is going to take Cholito's money is going to want a big retainer up front and is going to burn through that retainer, accomplishing little to nothing. It'll basically be like Kate Peter hiring that attorney Wish to help her with Cholito's lawsuit. He just take the money because there's really nothing to. I don't see how there could be a chance of winning or even career advancement in anything associated with Cholito de Castro. Okay. So now we shall now play this wonderful, wonderful song. Frankly, this is actually one of those things that I wish had been in my toolbox back in my whoops. All right, how do I get myself to be as tiny as possible? There we go. All right, so here we go. Prepare yourself, everybody, for an artistic masterpiece. Oh, stop it. Okay, yeah, so that's the latest from Little Big. And yes, that is probably now in a number of toolboxes of folks doing enhanced interrogations, or maybe in being used for aversion therapy, maybe. Okay, we can do one more. Oh yeah, we saw a lot more than boobs. So yeah, the song undersold itself, I guess, with the title. All right, so ooh, Cap has another Chili Watch video up. Maybe we'll have to poach that. You know, I don't think I've actually. I know I haven't seen this one or even heard of this one. Do I dare risk taking Surrender Monkey's recommendation here? Am I going to regret it? Okay. All right. I've got to see what this is. Just the little second thing that popped up here makes me already love is not the right word for it, but I think it's something that we're going to check out. I did regret it last time, but it turned out to not be Surrender Monkey's fault that the stream got knocked offline. It was an entirely different song that got it taken down. But this still could get me knocked off. We'll see. The Russians will come after me. Let's see. Oh, Little Big is on. Oh, 8 years ago they were on tour. Oh no, they're on tour now in Poland. So go check them out, Surrender Monkey. May 8 and May 9. Gdansk and Warsaw. May 13, Manchester. They're going to be in Manchester on May 13. At the O2 Ritz Manchester. If that means anything to you, it means nothing to me. But it's closer to that to you than Poland. So May 13th, 2024, Little Big playing Manchester. Let's see. Okay, let's see here. Little Big. Share. Full screen. And let's hear this song. It's Big Dick by Little Big. Okay. Yeah, so there's that. I'm sorry. I think I'll stick with that. Yeah, I don't quite know what to say about that. It was interesting. Well, I think they have better songs and better videos, but that was unique. And it will probably get the May get the stream taken down. I don't know, but it's on their channel, so maybe not. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yes, Surrender Monkey. Like I said, they're going to be in Manchester. So if that's near where you are, you should check them out. Too bad they didn't get a chance to perform on Eurovision. That would have been interesting to see them live. But anyhow, I'm gonna have to go back and check the box that this stream contained product placement. No, that's okay. That's cool. I'm glad that you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have to sneak in a cell phone, take some footage, and we'll put it on our channels. Oh yeah. When I tend to do that whenever I'm going on someone's channel, taking their stuff. I tend to, even if I talk about them a bit, I tend to link back to them. So I'll certainly will do that. But however, ladies, gentlemen, monkeys, I appreciate you guys coming out for this little stream. Half proof that the Earth is not a globe, and half whatever. You giving me more stuff to look into for Chilito. Oh, Liz, yes, that bit with the whole body cam thing and me seeming unprepared. I think maybe me would have been a little more on Chilito's page if he had bothered to show up for their pre-hearing meeting. I mean, the lawyer was late because the lawyer was at his office waiting for DeCastro to show up so they could get, compare notes, get on the same page. But Chilito is too full of himself to even go deal with a guy that he paid for. It's just amazing that someone can be, well, no, it's like I keep saying, low intelligence and sociopathy is a bad combination for the person that suffers from it. Everything will go wrong eventually for them. Yeah, and then the whole revelation about his behavior in court, putting his foot up on the bench, and then when the bailiff told him to, respect the court, Chilito just says, "Is that a law? That's not a lawful order." Yeah. Never going to have him to my place because I don't want his dirty boots on my couch. Oh, speaking of, hey, Cap, can I steal your new video and just run it here and see what it is? Or do you want me to keep it secret and go to your channel and watch it? Or do you want to be here and give us live commentary? Yeah, I shall have to do that. Yeah, actually, I saw Dickbag Patrol was premiering some new video or something, and just the sort of my days at work have been pretty much hurry up, not a lot of waiting, not a lot of no hurry up and wait, just hurry up. So haven't gotten around to watching it. Okay, so not Dickbag Patrol. Let's see what Cap has for us. He has. Are you really going to try to do 180 of these? or you're just gonna be like me and get tired and stop it at some point. Because doing 180 of these, that would be quite the accomplishment, I would think. Let's see. Let me get to Cat's channel. Predator the musical. I sometimes get the weirdest recommendations. Don't even know where they're coming from. Where do we have Cat? It was recommended before, but now it's not. Here we go. Chili Watch Day number 6. So let's leave everybody with some hard news. Oh yeah, and I haven't said it. If you're out there and you're watching in the replay you're watching now, please hit like or dislike. Subscribe if you're new in the neighborhood. If you join the channel, you might get freebies. Well, you get discounts on my products. So if you think any of those are useful or interesting, then join the channel. It'll pay for itself after just a few releases. Let's see. Why is this not? Oh, because I need to click over here. That's why. Share screen. Chili Watch. Share. Full screen. Cap brings us the news. If I could start it. There we go.
Please stand. I hereby sentence you to 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on count 1, 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on count 2, to run consecutive for a total of 180 days in custody. Thank you.
Sentence suspended or?
Oh, no. I'm going to start right now.
And there was much rejoicing.
Please stand. I hereby sentence you to 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on count 1, 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on count 2, to run consecutive for a total of 180 days in custody.
Look at his fit.
Sentence suspended or?
Oh, no. I'm going to start right now.
And there was much rejoicing.
Please stand. I hereby sentence you to 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on count 1, 90 days in the Clark County Detention Center on count 2, to run consecutive for a total of 180 days in custody. Thank you.
Sentence suspended or?
Oh, no. I'm going to start right now.
And there was much rejoicing.
Welcome back, everybody. Like I said yesterday,
Hello.
Chili is the grift that keeps on grifting. Today we have yet a
All right. Shut up, Fraudulent Wrangler, or Fraudulent Troll. Fraudulent Troll. Fraudulent Wrangler is a totally different guy. God, I had a thought about that, and now it left my head. Crap. It was actually a good question. Oh, well. It'll come to me, and I'll go bug cap in a comment on one of his videos. A massive industrial laundrette was broken, and Chili washed his Why do you think he washed his underpants? Where does that idea even come from, Surrender Monkey? Or is he claiming that he's washed his underpants? Okay, that's mean of me. I should not. I should not. I should not be like that to the idol of tens of thousands of people. Just because I think he's a useless scumbag doesn't mean that he is. Who are the people being stopped by auditors and fixed? I don't know. Is that in his intro, or is that the video that it flipped to? I don't know. The start of Trolls video. Who are the people being stalked by auditors and fixed? Oh, and doxxed. I don't know. I'll have to watch the video. I don't know. Yeah, what was that? Doing 1,000 push-ups a day or more was because it sounded like he was saying that they were all being forced to do 1,000 push-ups. Or was he just saying that he was doing 1,000 push-ups because he was bored in his cell? Because it sounded like he was saying that the dirty tyrannical pigs were forcing them to do push-ups all day long. Oh, hey, Ravenlore. Welcome. You arrived just as I am wrapping things up. This is the gotta go in 5 minutes speech that then takes 20 minutes. Train of thought gone. See, this is why I need to start wrapping this up, because I am losing the thread even more so than usual. So the push-ups are to keep himself warm. Okay. That could be. The conversation right now, Ravenlore, is revolving around a sad little person who fancies himself a famous civil rights activist, but is really known by absolutely nobody outside a very small circle. So I don't think that you would know who Chili de Castro is. If you do, my dunce cap is off to you. And I would not recommend you checking into him. But, bridge collapse. The bridge collapse. What bridge collapse? Where are you? Yeah, it wouldn't. And Carrie, gosh darn it, people, you're showing up just as I have to leave. But welcome. I'm happy to see you. And if I didn't, well, this was tomorrow night. I could stay up late because I am taking a couple of days off. So hey, maybe I'll stream tomorrow night too. Yeah, I know, Surrender Monkey. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. I gotta say. Oh, Baltimore. Okay. And if anyone in the audience likes Ravenloft, you should check out Ravenlore's channel. Just put a link in the chat, Ravenlore, if you would, so people can. Haven't heard of Ravenloft? It's because it's a very famous setting in a very famous fictional world in a small corner of the pop cultural universe. I have no overlap between my my audience and my interests, it seems, but I used to work on Ravenloft. In fact, that was my favorite, one of my all-time favorite properties that I've worked on, if not the all-time favorite. And where the stuff, some of the stuff I'm proudest of, I did. So Ravenlore has a channel that goes over adventures and secrets and things. Oh, now I see what you mean, Surrender Monkey. I have no idea. Maybe it's an oblique reference to the people, you know. Oh my God. Coded Friend and Cholito, you know, they were talking about wanting to pay people. You know, to find out who is who and where they are and go visit their houses and whatever else. Maybe that, but I don't know. As far as I'm aware, no one's ever wanted to dox me. Well, probably because it's you don't need to dox me. From the time I was 14, part of my life and my work and what I've been doing has been in public. And so, yeah, you don't need to find my house. You can find me actually probably in May, I think. I hope. I'll be at a little book signing event. We'll see if it comes together. But I'm out of the game mostly, but still like to go hang out with fans of stuff that I like and that I did, and just other people who are still in the game. Or others that are out. I don't know. But, well, thanks, Ravenlore. I appreciate the nice comment. And yes, that channel. No, unfortunately not. If it ends up coming together, and it might be later in the summer, actually. I don't know. We talked about this last year, haven't gotten back around to it. We'll see. And I shouldn't even be talking about it. I probably just torpedoed anything by talking about it. But no, it's up here in the Pacific Northwest. That's actually something else that I just realized this the other day, that I grew up traveling a lot. And until I was in I want to say my 30s, I continued to travel a lot, move around, live various places. But since I have settled here in the Seattle area, I've been on very few trips. And in the last 10, 15 years, I haven't even been outside. Well, I've been to Utah. Sorry, I've been to Utah a few times. But mostly I have not traveled anywhere except right here. No, I did not. I keep wanting to, because there are folks there that are guests that I'm friends with, and I would love to go just say hi to. And actually met one of them just for dinner on the day before the con. But no, I just can't fit it in because my when I work is such weird at such weird times that it's just inconvenient for me. But yes, I used to love to go to well, actually both the big cons, Emerald City Con, and oh my gosh, what's the other one called? Those two, and I've been to OrcaCon twice, I think. But I until I actually was in the field professionally, I hadn't really gone to many conventions. Didn't really know what a convention was, even though I saw ads for it in for Gen Con and Dragon Magazine way back. I'm a bad fan, I guess, but it was gaming conventions. I hadn't really glommed onto. I've been to various sci-fi conventions. It was just this past weekend. There was a con this past weekend. I have a. Oh, actually, now that she's on the overnight watch, I hardly ever interact with her since they haven't needed me to do a lot of overtime on days when she's been there. But one of my coworkers, or I guess managers, is a big gamer and traditional tabletop games and the sci-fi fan and such, and so she was probably at that show. Others probably were. Well, actually, most people. I do not play EVE Online. I do not. Sorry, do not play EVE Online. These days, I'm barely getting around to playing Guild Wars, and I need to get back to it. I'm on YouTube rather than playing Guild Wars, but I need to get back to Guild Wars because A, there's the Chili de Castro character whose adventures need to continue, and B, I am way behind on the new content. So I need to get back to Guild Wars. And I lost my train of thought now. Thank you, Surrender Monkey. Damn it. I had a point. I was going toward that point. Now the point is lost forever. Thank you. I'll take away your wrench. Again. Or something. Yeah, I know of EVE Online, but there's too much stuff. Too much stuff. Hell, several years ago, I bought, a couple of years ago, I guess it is now. Yeah, just a couple of years. I got Grand Theft Auto 4 because I thought it would be fun to drive around. And, well, it was fun to drive around and be a corrupt cop. And I realized once I had it that you can't just start driving around in cars. There's like story stuff you got to go through before you get to the part where you can just drive around in cars. And I got tired of the story stuff during the opening credits because I did not have the patience to figure out how to use the keyboard to move the character and target the guns and stuff. So yeah, I don't have the patience with computer games. Don't blame the Russians and their massive song, Steve. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Never mind. Anyhow, I am just rambling now because my brain shut down about 5 minutes ago. Well, yes, Cap. That is why, as I've mentioned before, I think on the channel, that outside of an office when I was working at one of the publishing firms I was at. Other staff members put a sign up on the door that on my office, took the nameplate off and put a sign that said "Festering Ball of Hate." I think this was Grand Theft Auto 4, I want to say. Maybe it was Grand Theft Auto 5 that I got. Which one opens with a bank heist? Is that Grand Theft Auto 5? Because, yeah, I just wanted to drive around in cars and shoot things and gave up. So Grand Theft Auto 5 that I have then. Okay, that makes more sense, Liz. I was so lost. Let's see. Sims 3 and 4. Once turned one into a mailbox. Yep, all games count. We don't actually, I never dump on people for the games they play or don't play, or fault people for the game they don't play. Never have understood that mentality, frankly. Tribalism when it comes to gaming just blows my mind. I do not comprehend it. Okay, you don't like D&D or D20 system. Okay, good for you. Oh, you don't like Vampire the Masquerade. Okay, I like it. We can still enjoy games or talk about games and what common ground we have. I don't think I've played The Sims since the original. But I did play The Sims for a period. But the game that I really, really enjoyed back then was Might and Magic. No, Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I played that game for years. And I, in fact, love that game so much, I kept an old computer just so I could play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. And it was a very sad day when I dropped the CD and then turned around to pick it up, and I rolled over it, and it, was now in two pieces. Very, very tragic. All games are made equal, except, well, yeah. Someday I will have to go in and actually design a game to go with that mock cover that I made up for Chilito's Torture Cuffs game. When I get caught up on all the more serious-minded products and projects that I have clicking along, that I'm not getting to because I'm sitting here talking on YouTube. But I like hanging out with you guys. It gets good, Steve. Try it again. Yeah, I need to. The thing that put me off was I could not find any kind of just brief description of which keys did what and how I could make my guy move and what I could do. But yeah, when I got caught up on Guild Wars, maybe I'll go back because I've paid for the darn game. It's sitting on my hard drive, and I should get something for my money. And Carrie says, "Go to bed, Steve." Wow. I just channeled somebody there. That's very bad to channel. Yep, I am going to pray the price of the AM. So we will wrap this up now. The adults in the room have spoken. I shall pack it in, call it the night. Carrie, thanks for dropping by. Are you feeling better or still the same? Before I go to bed, I must know. And Raven Lord, thanks for coming by. Hopefully we'll see you again. I have to look up that bridge in Baltimore situation. Snakes and lard asses. The chili racks. Well, yeah, I mean, his board game has once again dropped off the radar, so someone's got to do it. Yes, do go check out Raven's channel if you have any interest in fantasy worlds or gothic horror type stuff. I think you'll find stuff you will enjoy over there. So, yeah, go check it out. And on that note, I am going to hop off and just put up a link to Little Big's channel and Cap's channel since I borrowed their things for this stream. And I'll move that link over to the beneath the, yeah, whatever. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. I will see everybody next time. And yeah, Saturday afternoon there'll be something. Not entirely sure what though. I need to program it, and then I'll program it Wednesday probably. But anyhow, good night, everybody. Carrie, glad you're getting better, and see everybody next time.